Hey, what's up? Welcome back, YouTube. We are continuing MSQ today. We're going to speak with Rasha of the Confederacy here in Onokoro at the Tower, Heaven on High. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Greetings. You must be Rasha, the leader of the Confederacy, and so on. I realize this is all a bit sudden, but the thing is, we have a little favor to ask. Gods, I've probably broken half a dozen rules of Far Eastern etiquette already. Well, I'm sorry about that, but you have to understand that we're in a hurry, so I'm going to stop talking now. Men who revere manners and tradition can be found the world over, but not here. Your candor is appreciated. Speak your heart. Gosetsu, former leader of the rebellion, I know of him. Why he bade you petition for us for aid and succor, however, I know not. At the risk of repeating myself, to join the Confederacy is to renounce all other ties. We are beholden to none, allied with none. When Doma was invaded by the Empire 25 years ago, we did not rush to her defense. Knowing this, do you honestly expect us to help you drive the Imperial forces out of Isuri? Garleans have long maintained a presence in this region, and we would be fools to break the peace, fragile as it is. Besides, you are capable warriors, yes? With guile and preparation, you can surely resolve this matter yourselves. It is imperative that our presence here remain secret for as long as possible. For us to openly engage the Imperials at this time would endanger everything we have come here to achieve. You have told us why you cannot fight, not why you should fight. We should fight in your stead. If you would speak to me of lives saved, I would speak to you of slaughter. How many will die when all pretense is lost and the Garleans declare war on the Confederacy? Hate is a luxury we cannot afford. You are free to come and go as you please, but you will receive no further aid. Thank you for your hospitality. If you would excuse us. Hey, Mesk, I know that didn't go well, but I'm not prepared to give up on them yet. Gosetsu told us to come here for a reason. We must have believed we could convince them to help us. We just have to work out how. My thoughts exactly. I'm glad to hear if we're of the same mind. It's little wonder they refused. We have done naught to persuade them. The real work begins now. We need to learn more about the Confederacy, what their needs and weaknesses are. Once we know that, we will know how to earn their trust. This, it's below. Do a little jumpy. I can't jump? No wall here. Haha. Try to stop me now. It's gonna mess with this crate right in front of this guy. The arms and armor have been piled up haphazardly. They display no signs of recent use or maintenance. A number of crates and barrels have been stored here. On closer inspection, however, most are empty. Okay. We have one more spot we can look at. I don't see it. Is it out on the water? Excuse me? It is in the water. Oh, it's on the boat, isn't it? It's gotta be. It's gotta be on the boat. It has to be. Son of a bitch. Taking an interest in the ship. Good eye. She's not much to look at now, but once upon a time, she was a beauty. The Confederacy favors flotillas of smaller ships to capture and board errant vessels. The larger ones like this Sekubuni only take part in major engagements. Not that we've had many of those recently, what with those Imperial bastards throwing their weight around. If it wasn't for them, well, no use moaning about what you can't change. Had a good look around, then we just need to wait for Lise. Sorry to keep you waiting, but I wanted to talk to as many people as I could. It's just as Tansui said, they have no intention of standing up to Yotsuyu. I don't know if you two got a different impression. I think the situation is coming to a head. I agree. It's obvious that they are struggling to survive, and that they blame the Imperials for their recent troubles. Even if we do nothing, it is inevitable that they will come into conflict with the Empire sooner or later, and deep down they all know it. The only thing holding them back at the moment is the belief that they lack the strength to survive the coming war. So we need to prove to them that they're not all talk. That we can be valuable allies in the fight. And what better way to demonstrate our worth than by seeking out people with mundane problems and offering them our expert assistance? Wouldn't be the first time we've had to earn someone's trust by helping them out with this and that, and you know it won't be the last. I'll look around the western end of Onokoro. You two take the east. Good luck. Oh, we learned Eastern Bow. Sick. Kami, take me. What kind of pirate cannot suffer the sway of the ocean? A new recruit from far-flung shores. Listen well. I have a task for you. Go first to Okumo, below, and receive of him medicine for men of the earth. Then to Quickscape Pier and the hapless Doman bemoaning his wretched fate. Quickly. I'm at the behest of Afumi for medicine. My very best is yours for the taking. How pitiful the lot of this Doman, unable to stomach the sea. A true Confederate could raise a dozen ships while in his cups. Mayhap this one should return once he came. You strike me as a strong and capable individual. I have a job for you, Westerner, if you are courageous as well. On the beach far to the west lies the carcass of Gyuki, feathered with arrows. I would have you go and retrieve those which may still be of use. While you are about it, I should be glad if you were to butcher its tail for meat. Very good meat in Gyuki tails, you know. But I did say you would need to be a courageous sort, and I meant it. The beast was young. Do not be surprised if an angry mother mourns its child. You there. Aye, you. Have you seen a bumbling clod of an aura? The new recruit I ordered to patrol the northern edge of Anakoro. He is late in returning. Strange boy he was, quiet and brooding, reluctant to speak unless spoken to first. Better than that a fool who never holds his tongue, perhaps. Much as I would enjoy dragging him back by the ear, I cannot. Duty compels me to remain. You, on the other hand, have no such obligations. Da-da-da-da. You cast about for the Confederate recruit, but see no one matching his description. No luck here. You cast about for the Confederate recruit, and at last spy a young RE man lurking behind the rock to the west. Who are you? You do not look like a man of the Confederacy. Give me. Was but yesterday we bid farewell to one of our own, and I worried that she might have lost her way. We laid her to rest in a boat and pushed her out to the current claimed it. For the sea is our home, now and ever after. But those sent thither with burdened hearts may drift back to shore, it is said. Out of concern for her comrades, she strove to earn far more than her keep. She hunted rare and deadly game in treacherous waters and lost her life for it. But my vigil is ended. Her vessel has not returned to Anakoro. She has made peace with this life and placed her faith in us to live on. Wonder if I can... There we go. I was like, can I get far enough to uncover that on the map? This is on the boat. Dock, not boat. Close. Ugh, what is it shift and shudder still? Medicines. Give 'em here. May look down on me for resorting to such measures, but I would do aught to render the world stable and motionless once more. You are kind as Izufumi. You may tell her that I will return to my duties as soon as I am able. I'm just gonna actually use the Aether Ray. Put the front of my motorcycle inside you. So what of my recruit? Did you find him napping on the beach or such? What? All this time he was standing watch for the funerary vessel. So rarely does he give voice his thoughts. I had no idea our comrade's death had affected him so. Too quick was I to judge him. It is good that you went in my stead, else I might have misspoken and made a fool of myself. Please accept this as a token of my gratitude. The Doman was raised in the mountains of his homeland. The first time he saw the sea was after he fled his homeland and came to us. He tosses and turns in his sleep, and when he takes to the water, it is not long before he can no longer stand. He will grow accustomed to this life. He is hardly the first, after all. Captain 2 was once of Doma, though he cast all aside 25 years ago, when the Imperials took his lands and the lives of his parents and brothers. Perhaps you too will renounce your ties and join us someday. I mistook you for a recruit before, but I know your tale now. Ansoi unfolded it all. Think on my offer, Westerner. You may find small joys in the land, but the sea holds salvation. Ooh, that is far. What's it seem like this one's even bigger? The rotting carcass of the Gyugi emits a powerful stench that fills the air. Anything else? Oh, the tail. That's gonna take a minute. Nice. And I believe we can just eighth right over. You have been away for some time, perhaps in search of a young Gyuki corpse? Oh shit, that's where you sent me. I see I did not misjudge you. Thank you for your help. Would that I could have tended to my own kill, but such is life. A pity the meat is not as delicious as it is nutritious. Under normal circumstances, we would not bother hunting Gyuki as game, but as you may have heard, these are not normal circumstances. Arrows too must be reused when possible. A prudent measure become necessary, alas. With every passing day our future grows more uncertain. But this day we shall have full bellies, and in that we must take solace. And wayward travelers need not risk the ire of vengeful Gyuki by wandering near my neglected kill. A strange sigh passes your lips. Have I said something odd? No matter. Thank you again for your aid. You've been busy, haven't you? And now you're here to ask if I need help with anything. Now that you mention it. Lately, we've had trouble with ravenous sharks that have been leaping out of the water and making off with our fish. Damnedest thing, I know, but you wouldn't doubt if you saw it. We've got to call the thieving bastards regularly, so happens I sent 3 of my mates out there before you came along. Still, the more the merrier. If you can kill 2 or so, that ought to be enough. Take a few of those rotting fish as bait. I'll not be needing them. Oh, and maybe see if you can't find the other group. They've been away longer than I like. Not Wondrous Tales, although I need to checkmark some of those. Oh, Kami be praised. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come along. My partners and I got separated when we fled. You haven't seen them, have you? Before the Kojin started chasing us, their leader asked us if we were Domin. They're Yoyutsu's catchers, I know it. First Isari, now this. I've got to tell Rasho and the others. I'm just gonna teleport. Lazy. Ah, there you are, MSQ. I heard you went shark hunting. We too did our fair share of beast calling, though I think Lise made a stronger impression when she bested a drunken pirate in a sparring match. Fastest knockout to date, I am told. I should like to think we have proven ourselves to be rather... Why do I get the feeling you have something important to tell me? Kojin mercenaries rounding up Doman Confederates. Surely Yotsuyu has crossed the line now. We must go and speak with Rasho immediately. Even he cannot deny that this changes everything. At least, I should like to think that he cannot. He cannot. He cannot! Absolutely cannot. No. Should just make Alice sound like Hermione. Make Alpha Node sound like Ron.
For your deeds, we owe you many thanks. But something tells me our thanks are not sufficient. The strange thing is, I was certain you understood our position. And yet here you are with that same look in your eyes and those same words upon your lips, I'll wager.
I speak only the truth. The Confederacy will not be spared Yotsuyu's wrath. You have always known this, that one day you would have no choice but to stand up to the Empire. I say to you that day is today, and come once more to ask that you join us in the fight.
How convenient that recent events should lend such credence to your claims. Tell me, do death and destruction always follow in your wake?
They had no part in it, Tansui. You know this. We all know this. They came and took our Doman brothers. They will torture them for her sport. Murder them for her satisfaction. So we attack and get butchered for our trouble, or do naught and let them have their pound of flesh. If this be our choice, I say we suffer the ignominy. We endure. We survive. There is no better path. Until the day our enemy is grown weaker and we stronger, there can be no retribution. We will wait for a sign. Such is the judgment of the Confederacy.
So that's it then. You're just going to abandon them to her. They'd die for you, you know, for the Confederacy. They would die for you, but you wouldn't even think to risk your lives for theirs.
I have one last idea, if you will allow. I'm afraid it's not very good as ideas go. It's exceedingly reckless, in fact, and you may well come to despise me for ever having suggested it. Assuming we survive, that is. The question being, do you trust me?
Can't even see you. Ask. Ask me again later. What am I, an 8-ball?
And let innocent people suffer, here or anywhere else. I'll do whatever it takes.
Then let us roll the dice. If it's a sign you want, we shall give you one. One rousing enough to make you drive every Garlean out of Isari without a second thought. You are wary of invoking the ire of the Imperial forces stationed in Doma, correct? Know then that once we have rescued our comrade, and freed Isari, we mean to liberate the nation as a whole. You will doubtless require assurances that we are capable of achieving this, and that is only fair. Accordingly, we shall demonstrate our seriousness by depriving the Garleans of a key ally. The Kojin.
What, the three of you, just like that?
We've done less on a Saturday.
Actually, my esteemed colleague here will attend to it on his own. But the how of it is not your concern. Only the
I'm gonna do it by myself, bruh. Yeah, bitch.
Succeed, you help us liberate Asari. If we fail, you lose nothing. A simple enough wager, if you have the stones for it.
The little miss does make it hard to refuse, does she not?
Words are air. We will weigh you by your deeds.
So, alone you will deal with the Kojin. If you are set upon this course, I shall give you a word of advice. Two factions have the Kojin. The mercenaries who serve the Empire belong to the Red. Those who belong to the Blue are the traitors. They have made no pact with the Imperials, and so may be willing to aid your cause. Seek the Blue on the Isle of Becco. There you will find a cave. The rest is up to you. Thank you, Captain. We shall endeavor not to keep you waiting overlong your sign. Right then, let us head for... Wait, where is Lise? Cannot leave without her. Where did she disappear off to? For sure. Dang, you can't fly over that. Ooh, I'm on the roof? Hell yeah. Romantic. Just us. The end of a dock. Sitting in the dock of the bay. Okay, I need to stop. MSQ. What is it? Sorry, I didn't mean to wander off. I just wanted to have a think. You're worried you won't be able to live up to our promises. No, it's not that at all. If anything, I'm frustrated that I didn't think of it first. Ida and my father had a way with words. They knew how to inspire people, how to bring them together. I always hoped I might have something of that in me too, but I'm starting to think I don't. What am I even doing here? Please, you... Gods, listen to me. I don't know where that came from. Forget I said anything. We have places to go, Imperials to fight, and friends to save. But we're not going to get any of it done by standing around here moaning, right? Right? Before we first traveled by... Try this again. Before we first traveled to Garabania, I was in Limsa visiting a friend, a young child who had been through a great deal. It's neither here nor there, I suppose. Anyway, on the way back, I passed a pâtissier which sold some of the most exquisite-looking tarts I had ever seen. I've always preferred cookies, to be honest, but nevertheless, I decided to stop and try one. I'll treat you to one when all this is over, MSQ too, and I won't take no for an answer. What about Ishtola? We'd never heard the end of it. Alright, Ishtola too, once she's better. Deal? Good. Then let's hurry, shall we? We have a million things to do before then. I thought there was going to be more, the way that read, I thought there was going to be more to that cookie story. Truth be told. Oh my god, we gotta swim, we gotta swim, we gotta swim. Okay, we're almost there. I think this is the Isles of Becco, though to be honest, it looks the same to me as however many other islands are around here. Rasho said there was a cave that would lead us to their village. We should search further inland. I know exactly where to go, so I'm not going to even check the map. Just gonna wait for Sprint to come back. I'm also not gonna worry about Aether Currents right now. We'll do that off of the recording. I wonder if can I jump here? Should be water. Oh no. Okay, yeah. I was like, how am I gonna get back on the shore? I've always gone that water spout right there thrusts you up that way. I've never come this way though. Don't usually come this way. Hunt trains usually teleport to the Aetheryte and go out.
Is that light I see up ahead?
That's so cool. Oh, their Aetheryte's so unique.
We appear to be standing inside a giant bubble. By the 12. I think we're on the seabed.
Well, well, I thought I heard familiar voices.
Soroban, what are you doing here?
What a curious question. I live here.
Then this is the home of the Blue Kojin.
Just so. I bid you welcome to Tamamizu.
How fortunate that we should find a familiar face in this place. We should tell Soroban about our situation. If anyone can help us, it's him. So tell me, friends, what strange tides bear you to our home? That is indeed a most dire predicament, but perhaps an opportunity for us to craft yet another profitable arrangement. Very well. I shall introduce you to our leader, Bunshin. It will be up to you, however, to present your case. We're gonna tune to the Aetheryte first and foremost.
Welcome, guests. Gratitude to you for aiding Soroban in his negotiations.
Yes.
We thank you for your hospitality, honored elder. Pray forgive me my brevity, but I wish to discuss an urgent matter.
So, you seek to compel our Red Brothers to forego hostilities for a time.
That's right. We know your two clans have your differences, but what with you being brothers and all, we thought you might be able to share some secret knowledge or something?
From far above, you have journeyed here in search of our wisdom. You shall have it. All creation is a tapestry. through which the divine is interwoven. Kami are legion, and they can be found in the great and the small. Though they come and go as they please, they favor certain vessels. The ancient, the precious, the exquisite. We Kojin covet these vessels, these treasures. We go forth and bring them home to keep them safe and bask in their divinity. They bring Yet, how are we to seek these treasures above if we made enemies of the Garlean Empire, powerful and far-reaching as they are? Wiser to join with them. So resolved the Red Kojin.
Cautiously and carefully, for the Garleans are blind to the divine, nor will they suffer their subjects to see. So the Red masquerade as mercenaries who seek money and power, and never speak of their faith in the presence of their masters. To honor the divine, they deny it. A twisted and misguided path.
Kami will not abide such foolishness. This they shall learn to their sorrow. While our red brothers live by the sword, we blue Kojin uphold the old ways, engaging in trade and valuing peace. Alas, men distinguish not between our clans, and judgment for the doings of the red falls unjustly upon the blue. Thus do men grow more and more reluctant to deal with us, denying us our treasures. This cannot continue.
On that point, we are in agreement. You are willing to aid our cause, then?
There is a way that the Red may be driven to retreat into their shells. But to share with you this knowledge is to reveal secrets of the divine. Assurances must first be had, trust forged, a bargain struck.
Well said, Elder. In great crises is great profit to be had.
Delight not overmuch in such things, Soroban. Now, tell our guests what must be done.
As you wish.
Well, I've no idea what we've gotten ourselves into, but so far so good, right?
Between the music and the slow speech of the Kojin, I fell asleep there. Not gonna lie. A couple of parts. Listen well, my friends. We require your assistance with the search for a priceless treasure, the Yanasaki no Magatama. This jewel, this most sacred of Kojin relics, was in the possession of Hingashi until they decided to present it to the Garleans in a gesture of conciliation. The Red would not abide this, and so they plotted to seize the vessel, bearing it to their imperial masters. Alas, though they succeeded, in the ensuing chaos the Magatama was lost to the sea. We wish to recover the sacred jewel before our brothers. However, we were to come into conflict with them. It would be problematic. Therefore, we turn to you. So you want us to search the ocean floor for this treasure of yours. I'm not sure how we're supposed to do that without, drowning. Fear not. There is a ritual I can perform to imbue your bodies with a powerful blessing. But first, you must prepare offerings for the sea. I require twisted ruby coral, several fist-sized sea snail shells, and a freshly harvested unki carapace. That's quite the shopping list. I will see to the shells, and Lise can look for the coral. Mask, would you go and find unki and relieve of its carapace? Okay, and whereabouts? Okay. You know what? I'm gonna grab the Aether Current. How many carapace do I need? I think just maybe one, hopefully. If it drops it. Hell yeah. Then bring it back to Sorbin. Okay. View the unclear carapace. How splendid they are. The kami shall be most pleased, I am sure. I got it. I got the ruby coral you wanted. And I, the sea snail shells. They're about the size of my fist, though I realize now you may have meant yours. These shall more than suffice for our purpose. Next, we must make ready to present them to the sea and perform the ritual. Once it has been completed, you will be able to move freely through the depths and find the Sakanai no Megatama. Out of curiosity, how large is this sacred jewel of yours? Unless it's far too large to be carried by the three of us, how are we supposed to even find it? The Ruby Sea is not exactly small. Ha 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 ha! Surely you realize we have been searching this whole time. The area we wish you to explore is but a small fraction of the Ruby Sea. Already have we scoured most of the seabed near and within our territory, to no avail. All that remains is a region to the west. The shellless of Suino Sato can provide you with better guidance than we. You should do well to visit them first. Shellless? You mean the Kojin aren't the only ones living under the sea? Of course not. The Rain have been here as long as I can remember. Troisai, the overseer, I believe, can tell you more when you arrive. But we are getting ahead of ourselves. We have yet to carry out the ritual. Are you ready, my friends, to explore a world unlike any you have ever known? Then let us go to western part of village, where the water twists and turns, and there complete our preparations for the ritual. I need to re-up my company actions real quick as soon as we... Just kidding, somebody's on it. He dove into the water a moment ago, and I said to wait here until he returned.
It is done. Your offerings have been given to the sea. The ritual can begin at last. Come and stand before me, my friends. Yes, yes. Listen to my words, and let all else wash away. Listen to my words, and feel them flow into your heart. At first a trickle, then a flood. O kami of the fathomless waters of the fallen, the ascended, the flowing, and the becalmed, caretakers of the shallows and of the depths. Receive of us our meager offerings, cleanse these ones of earth and stone, and grant them your blessing, that they might drink deep of the divine.
That's what the ritual emote's for.
Friends, you may now breathe in the depths as you would upon land.
Strange. I don't feel any different. Are you sure it worked?
Reasonably. The blessing does have its limits, of course. While it will allow you to dwell in the depths, it will not help you traverse them.
I can swim well enough. How about you, Alize?
Oh, like a fish, in contrast to my doggy-paddling brother.
Got him.
Somehow, the boy just isn't very buoyant.
You don't put the boy in buoyant?
Skilled or no, your bodies are ill-suited to the sea. Your cause demands alacrity, and you shall have it. But first, let us take to the water.
Incredible. I could swear I was breathing air.
Now I shall summon for you noble steeds of great strength.
Wow, look at them! I bet they could take us all the way to the deepest depths of the sea.
And so they may. After we've won over the Confederacy, rescued Kasetsu, and liberated your respective homelands.
Right. All in due time.
Should you become parted from your steeds, return to me, and I shall call them again. Take care, my friends, and may the Kami speed you on your way.
We'll find that treasure in no time. Come on!
Owing to Sorbonne's blessing, you may now dive into deep water and stay submerged indefinitely. Underwater settlements like Tamamizu and Shui no Sato can be accessed via circular portals. To leave deep water, you need only swim towards the surface. Conversely, to dive into deep water while swimming on the surface, press Control and Spacebar. Should you become separated from your steed, speak with Sorbonne and Tamamizu to mount a striped ray. Oh, super cool. Okay, where do we gotta go? That way. Dun-dun-dun-dun. I like how I sit on the... I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling. Sui no Sato. This must be Sui no Sato, the rain village Sorbonne told us about. Right then, let's see if they can't help us find the Kojin's missing jewel. You may now perform underwater emotes. Oh yeah. If this is Sui no Sato, then Shu Sui, the overseer, should be around here somewhere. I dare say one of the locals will be able to point us in his direction, though now that I look around, I get the distinct impression we are not welcome here. Okay, I'm actually gonna have my map open. Oh, they could literally be anywhere. Okay. Did I go to the wrong spot? Did. Okay. Oh, Lisa's. Lisa's right there. Oh, pff. Come on, let me jump off. In a place like this, it's hard to tell where the important people live. I mean, everywhere has a sea view. Well... Mm-hmm. Okay, and then LSA is checking there. Now, if I look on the map, it says it's above, right? Okay. So then we're gonna take the stairs. If I passed it... shit. So, this is our man. Leave this place and never return. We have no need of wide-eyed wanderers. Sorry, I didn't mean to stare. My name is Lise, and these are my friends, MSQ and Alice. We're looking for the overseer of Suinosato, Shisui. That's you, isn't it? The Kojin of the Blues sent you hither, did they? I am no overseer, nor ever would I claim to be one. I am High Priest of Shisui, of the Violet Tides, Shisui. So you are the man we're looking for. Great. We need your help. We're looking for this jewel called the Yasaki... No, stop. I will hear no more. We will suffer no outside troubles in our sanctuary, especially those of would-be treasure hunters. Quiet, Isobe, or there will be no dango for dinner. I can do naught to aid you. I say to you again, leave this place and never return. At the very least, sir, you might condescend to tell us of your village, and of why you are so loath to show us even the most basic courtesy. Suinosato is our sanctuary. Under the benevolent leadership of the Ruby Princess, sovereign of Shisui, we reign, enjoy humble yet fulfilling lives. But it was not always so. Long ago, our forebears were driven from their ancestral lands. Beneath the waters, they sought refuge from the ravages of war, and here they flourished. All that we are, our culture, our traditions, was born of the sea, as was I. Though we have engaged others in diplomacy, it has ever been with the utmost caution. Isolation and independence are essential to preserving our way of life. So it was when Doma fell 25 years past. The Ruby Princess, in her wisdom, decreed that we would take no part. As it was, so ever shall it be. Forever and ever apart. Forgive me. I understand now how highly you value your way of life, and how you will suffer none to endanger it. You may be rest assured that we have no desire to do so, and I would hope that we have given you no cause to assume otherwise. You have not, but this changes nothing. Regardless of your intentions, it is not my place to break with tradition. I must consider the wishes of all who call Suinosato home. For me to defy their will and permit outsiders to remain would be a gross betrayal of my responsibilities. Please do not ask this of me. Thank you for your time, sir. And so it continues. Another village, another deaf ear. Clearly, Garabania is not the only place with walls. I'm starting to wonder if this was a whole huge mistake. Gusetsu couldn't have known we would take this long. I only hope he's still alive. Meanwhile, in the tavern of Isari.
I tire of this filthy tavern, and its still filthier clientele.
scant reward for your treachery, aye. A painted woman of your rich experience deserves a better class of customer.
Oh, name-calling. Is that what we've been reduced to?
Orphan of the Nayuri. Widow of Sashihai. What joy it must have brought you to be revenged upon us all.
Not enough. Not nearly enough. My appetite for your agony is as an abyss. Bottomless. Insatiable. Before you die, you will cry and beg and prostrate yourself upon the earth. You will crawl on your belly through the muck and the piss and debase yourself for my amusement. All of you. But you think you are made of sterner stuff? Rather than have him beat you, mayhap I should have my oaf go and fetch your master's head. Oh, poor Lord Cayenne. Kami rest his soul. Noble leader of a fallen nation. A fine puppet he made for the Viceroy. For a time. 25 years he was content to serve his masters as a dog. And then everyone had to rise up and get themselves killed. Tell me, how did it feel to fail him that day? To live with the disgrace of his death? Not that you were a stranger to living with disgrace, of course. In the what was it? 25 years since you were humiliated and tossed into an imperial jail? You had plenty of time to get used to it. Oh yes, I heard the stories. About the samurai who would do anything to return to his master's side, even if it meant pledging his blade to his sworn enemy. They say he walked with death. That he slew 1,000 men in the Empire's name. Truly a tale for the poets.
I do not deny my sins, but I will not be reproached by the likes of you.
Oh, I mean not to reproach you, but to praise you. You're a survivor, samurai. Just like me. So, let us not dwell on the past, you and I, and instead give thought to the future. To wit, I would ask you again to help me resolve this vexing matter of Doma's missing heir. Living or dead, it makes no difference, really. But the Garleans are most insistent that we put this problem behind us. And I know you helped him flee. So tell me, what became of Lord Hien?
To my dismay, the details escape me at present. Mayhap your dog could jog my memory.
Get on with it, and mark me, brute. There is no limit to how far you can fall.
Of all the bloody stupid... Ah! When I get back to Eorzea, I'm gonna find that little shite, and I'm gonna make him pay.
Ooh wee. Well, that was pretty heavy. that's going to do it for this block, but we'll continue more in the next one. If you've enjoyed the video, please consider dropping a like. If you've been enjoying the adventure so far, subscribe to the channel for more 14 content, and we'll see you in the next one.